Okay, we're back for recapping Train Fever, and this is part 2. And I'm Gordon Pilcher. I'm sitting in here a little bit frustrated because some of the earlier videos I had done, look at those wagons, those stage coaches and book, wouldn't upload. I picked a bad codec and the file sizes were too big, and I have a problem with an internet connection at the minute. Now, I've got another town up here. I could probably... Where have we got other towns? Like I was saying in part 1, the best way to get this thing kick-started is generally with Train Fever, and from a couple of comments I've heard, it does not necessarily apply in Transport Fever. But I want to get to a point where I can build train lines, and I won't build train lines until I've got no debt. It's generally the way I play the game. We will turn our contour lines early. Want to sort of see where the contour is. How's our timber line going? Now, something I found is that if you can keep these loading docks down to around about 15, they tend not to walk. So I may need to let's just have a look. It's on a 5-minute run. We want carts that carry wood. We might put 2 on there. Pretty sure I'm telling it to stay there until the wagons are full. Yeah, what happens is that at the minute, if you get too much sitting on the dock, loading dock there, they want to walk past. For some reason, I'm not a big fan of running and things flat out, because you have too much going on and you can easily miss something. Slow and steady wins the race. Now, I did say we had a town here we could put another bus line to, and we will do that at this stage. Yeah, probably a little bit bored with the way I do it, but one thing I have done is I have been up around the $1 billion mark reasonably frequently. I think I broke through the $1 billion mark once and then screwed the whole thing up by putting high-speed electric trains on the line. They just crucified the whole game. And what we will do is we'll start a new line, another town connection, so it'll be town connection line, town connection line up. That's what happens when you put your caps lock on. You'll find things don't sort of all line up nice and neatly. Okay, what have I done differently there? I've probably got a space somewhere that I don't want. I really want that down the bottom here. Actually, it should be 4, not 5. Let me have a look. Yep, it fell into its sequence, which I happen to prefer to use. And this line will go there. You get to a reasonable overlap. And we'll pick up there. And we'll go to here. Do a little loopy thing again. Da-da-da-da. And then back down to this town. Pick up the overlap again. That'll go back to that stop there. Now, do we have a depot? We do have a depot. I can't remember which town this one is. Okay, it's Askin. That was fluky. We'll do the 3 stagecoaches again. It's a 12-minute run. I wonder if that should really take a dive over there and might add 1 extra stagecoach. Pretty sure I'd put a road depot here somewhere. I can't see it. One of the things that I think Transport Fever does have a button here to find your road depots, and I can't find one here. But the town doesn't have one, so we will add one. We say it's the blue one. 3. Now they've all got that on it. And for whatever reason, I'm not sure. I'm trying to keep this down to a half hour, 30 minutes run. Now, this is going to be... set up a goods line to this town. Somewhere around here, there is a steel mill that's trying to produce. It's possibly that one. But it's got no coal there at the moment. All we can do is but try. Norwell there. That wants more coal, so it could be either one of those two. Oh no, I didn't turn my cargo off. Now I'm going to take a gamble on something here. I'll say it's that steel mill there. We want 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. One I want for the coal. I want to go to there. And I want one for the iron ore. Sometimes you can force these things to work by putting a bit of load on them. Sometimes. Not in every situation. Now we want to get from here Stockbridge must have. It did have a depot there. Where was the other one? Okay, the first one is down here. I missed it completely. We'll put those on our first coal line, and then on our first iron ore line. There's some goods. I hope you can hear me clearly. I'm missing a few components on my system. I'm using a headset that belongs with Dragon Naturally Speaking, and I'm not sure that it's actually that clear and that great. It's a little bit raspy sounding. Let's just see what happens here. Looks like the iron ore. Fairly good one. I'm probably... Where did I put that? Oh, the road depot. I was going to get rid of it. It just gets a bit confusing. You don't need... just blow it up. What's that? Stockbridge. I will delete that because I mean that wasn't really a necessity. It's just that I don't need to have two of them there. If I'd realised that one was there, I could use that for my stagecoaches, and I didn't. A little bit careless. Now are we starting? Okay. People are waiting up here for that connection. Where are these guys going? One of these has got to have... Okay, that's what I was saying about this interconnection line. We got people waiting for line 2. Line 2? Yeah. Okay, there's two. Railroad Town Connection 1. Okay, we didn't have enough room. I don't know why he didn't jump on that stagecoach. Maybe just wanted to sit there in the sun. Out in the middle of the wild blue yonder. Wild green yonder. Looks like we've got an oil well over here doing reasonably well. I don't think we've got an... Now, if I was to put a train station in here, I'd probably put it up this way somewhere, so what I'm going to do, go like this, and probably do that. No, we don't have an oil line. It'll be oil 01. And we'll try that on this line. And this will be, oh, what was it, goods 04. So we're sort of thinking a little ahead a little bit. So where would you take a train line if you're going to come around here? Depends how you set your train line. You could take a line and split it as it leaves, if you so choose to. Should I say. Now we got an oil. I'm going to do it with 3 to start with. I'll get a little bit careless with the money there for a minute. That's all being walked. I'm going to speed it up for a minute. It's not something I normally do. Yeah, what I sometimes do is I'll put at the beginning, I'll perhaps make that the start of my line. And put a 4-line passenger station and a 5-line goods line then, and perhaps bring a train round on the outside, which would bring the goods in, and it would allow me to take a line off in that direction, another one in that direction. Sometimes you've just got to sort of think ahead, but you'd bring the train down through here. The land is quite considerably flatter, and quite often I'll split lines off and have one line that services out that way. But you do what you sort of think. Just you got to plan ahead. Okay. Okay, I incur a little bit of cost by doing this. I start way out here. This is something that happened in one of the versions, and I can't remember which version it was, that road vehicles will go to their destination before going to the first pickup point. It's almost like they're going to look for a consignment note. Pick up an order. I don't know why it was changed. It never used to be like that. Okay, we've got another refinery up here. Get a second oil line in here. More bang for our bucks. Oil O2. I've come up with a new way of spelling oil. Yeah, I just have, that's what I was saying about having things sitting in an order that I can. Now, I did not set these. This is why I like to be out of debt. I know that all this sort of stuff's been taken care of when the appropriate time comes up. it's 15, now on a 15-year aging, right? Lifespan. So when the 15 years ticks over, you want to be able to know, oh, everything else is done. I think I mentioned in the previous video that you will get another vehicle if we have to worry about that. I didn't put a goods line in there. This will be goods 05. Birchwood Road, yeah. Have it on the right one. And while we're doing it, make sure no, we won't. It pays to click on the right refit. Because I can send coal wagons up, coal trucks up there all day, and they won't bring back any goods at all. In fact, it'll be rather counterproductive. Yeah, as I was saying before, if these seem to, you allow these to get up around the 14 or 15, then all of a sudden they start walking. The more load you can put on, the less walking you get. Unfortunately, in this situation, we're feeding 2 oil wells. 2 oil refineries. Back the other one. So we need more on goods. What is that? Goods. Now keep this in mind when you do that. You start getting up to trucks and stuff which carry bigger loads. You've got to start reducing the number of vehicles on the line. We're going to go back over here and have a look. We've pretty much eliminated the... Oh no, we're still getting a little bit... Mate, where are they walking that oil to? Oil 1 could do with another vehicle. I was mucking around with, I think, yesterday when I was doing the earlier videos that I was going to post that we couldn't get uploaded because the internet was just diabolically slow. That's when I spotted that we had, it was in this situation where I was getting all the walking, so I thought I'd just sit and watch to see what would happen. We've got 910. We're still in that high speed mode, which I generally do not use. Got 12 there, and we'll just monitor this, see if my thinking is correct. Okay, it took a heap out of there. To 10. 11. We don't seem to be supplying too much oil to that oil well, that oil refinery. Okay, we got too much. It'll go to 15 or 16 and then really start walking. Okay, it's going to put... Just as I said, it's not really...
Oh yeah!
Now, this is what I was saying about this. I don't know what you call that thing. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. What we are going to do is make sure we got replacement vehicles that all line. Now, a horse and cart lasts 15 years. And the 15 years sticks around fairly quickly. Trying to keep an eye on this time. Trying to keep this everything fairly basic. The videos aren't going to be anything too glamorous because I just really want to get this stuff up because I am seeing these basic problems appearing in transport fever. People just things that translate pretty much out of train fever, like train lines and stuff like that. But we'll be a wee bit before we get to there. Okay, we are getting to some goods up here now. Don't ever tell it to wait there, because you've got all the other wagons coming in for a delivery and they can't deliver until your wagon that's waiting for its thing. Okay, we're up to 2.8 million. We'll get rid of that. Let's try and remove some of this debt. Okay, it'll tick over a year and you'll see that there should come down to 20 grand. Saving 20 grand, I mean, it punches these numbers up a bit better. Okay, we can now take it down. Going to let it go for a second, and I've been slightly over the half hour by the way of it.
Oh yeah!
Really? Now we never got to play with the little wee tiny train, but that's never mind. We could have, and we probably would have gone bankrupt. I think there are a lot of people that have done it, and they don't post the videos of themselves going bankrupt too often. Okay, now we're debt free. 1860. And I think we'll call that the end of this video. So that was a fairly simple operation. So when we come back, we'll be picking up, and I'm not saying we're building a train line for a little bit just yet, but I think I'd like to see this bank balance come up a lot higher. I'm going to save the game here. and I hope you got something out of it. Thumbs up if you did. For me, this is a fairly basic and crucial part of the game. The sooner you can get rid of that, the sooner you start to build your infrastructure. Okay, catch you later. Thumbs up or thumbs down, it's your choice. Okay, bye.